The diner on the corner of Maple and 3rd had seen its share of morning regulars, truckers, tired office workers, and students rushing through breakfast. But one particular girl had caught Emma's attention from the first day she stepped through the door. She was around 10, small for her age, with pale skin, long dark hair tied into a neat braid, and oversized glasses that slipped down her nose. She always came alone. She'd slide into the corner booth at precisely 7:15 a.m., order the same plain toast and apple juice, and then pull out a book, disappearing into its pages like the world didn't exist. Emma, a kind-hearted waitress in her early 30s with a weary smile and tired eyes, took an interest in the girl. It wasn't just her age that puzzled Emma, but the loneliness that seemed to cling to her like a shadow. One morning, Emma gently asked, "Hey sweetie, you waiting for someone?" The girl looked up, startled, then slowly shook her head. "No. I come alone." Emma noticed the faded bruise on her arm and how she flinched slightly when someone passed too close. She wanted to ask more, but something in the girl's eyes warned her not to. From that day on, Emma started bringing her a small muffin with her order, on the house. The girl always looked surprised but said thank you in a soft voice. Over time, she began to open up in bits and pieces. "My name is Lily," she said one chilly Thursday. "I like books because they don't leave." Emma blinked back the sting in her eyes. "Books are good company," she replied with a smile. Every morning, Emma would greet Lily with a smile, a warm plate, and sometimes a joke or a story about her dog. And every morning, Lily's walls began to crack, just a little. Then came the morning everything changed. Emma was refilling coffee for a couple near the window when the diner door burst open. 4 tall men in black suits entered first, scanning the room. Emma froze mid-step. They moved with precision, eyes sharp and alert. A moment later, a tall man in an immaculate gray suit walked in behind them. He looked powerful, his expression unreadable, his stride confident. The entire diner went silent. The man's eyes found Lily instantly, and to Emma's shock, the girl flinched and stood up stiffly. "Daddy," she whispered. Emma's heart dropped. The man nodded at Lily, but his eyes flicked to Emma. "You," he said. "You've been serving my daughter." Emma stepped forward, unsure if she was in trouble. "Yes, sir. She's a regular. A sweet girl." He looked her up and down, his jaw tight. "You gave her food. Talked to her." Emma bristled. She looked like she needed someone. "I didn't think." He raised a hand, and the room stilled again. But to Emma's surprise, his voice softened. "She doesn't speak to anyone. Not her tutors. Not her therapists. Not even me." Emma's anger faded into confusion. I didn't know." The man turned to Lily. "You talked to her?" Lily nodded slowly. "She's nice to me. She listens." His expression broke, just a flicker, but Emma saw it. The tension in his shoulders, the regret in his eyes. He looked like a man both relieved and ashamed. He turned back to Emma. "My name is Jonathan Graves." Emma's eyes widened. She had heard the name before, real estate mogul, billionaire, ruthless in business. The man who built half the city's skyline. "I've been searching for a way to reach her since her mother died," he said, his voice low. "I thought keeping her safe was enough. Tutors, private doctors, even therapists. But I never thought, a waitress in a corner diner." Emma swallowed. Sometimes, kids just need someone who sees them. Not fixes them. Jonathan looked at Lily again. "I see that now." There was silence, heavy and real. Then he said something unexpected. "May I sit?" Emma blinked, then nodded slowly. The two sat across from each other. Emma brought coffee, watching from a distance. For the first time in weeks, she saw Lily speak more than a sentence. She saw a father listening instead of commanding. Later, Jonathan stood and approached Emma again. "You did something I couldn't," he said quietly. "You reached her." Emma shrugged. "All I did was show up. Every morning." He pulled out a sleek black card. "I want to offer you something. Anything. A job, money, a better life." Emma stared at the card but didn't take it. "I don't need money. Just promise me you'll keep showing up for her. Every morning. Like I did." Jonathan nodded slowly. "You have my word." As he turned to leave, Lily rushed back and hugged Emma tightly. "Thank you," she whispered. "You made me feel seen." Emma knelt, hugging her back with tears in her eyes. "You are seen, sweetheart. Don't ever forget that." After they left, the diner buzzed with whispers. But Emma just stood there, wiping her eyes, feeling something shift inside her, something beautiful and quiet. 2 weeks later, a sleek car stopped outside the diner. A man in a suit stepped out and handed Emma a letter. It read, "Dear Miss Emma. Your kindness brought light to my daughter's world. I can never repay you fully, but I would like to try. Enclosed is a fund in your name to support children who need someone to see them. Because of you, I now see my daughter, and many others will be seen too. Forever grateful. Jonathan Graves." Emma opened the envelope and gasped. Inside was a certified foundation document, the Emma Grace Fund for Quiet Children. Fully funded. Ready to change lives. Tears spilled down her cheeks as she looked out at the street, the morning sun rising behind her. She hadn't changed the world. But she had changed a world, a quiet little girl's world. And sometimes, that was more than enough.